Greetings to you all. Happy to welcome you to the Class 8 English, Unit 1 Supplementary. From this unit, we have already completed a prose and a poem. Today, we are going to see a supplementary from the same unit. The topic of the supplementary is The Woman on Platform Number 8. This story deals with love and affection between a strange woman and a 12-year-old little boy named Arun at Ambala railway station. In this story, we can experience love, affection, kindness, freedom, independence, trust, and connection of the characters. So please do watch the video to experience the theme. Okay, what is about the story? Actually, the writer has different opinion on the strangers. Usually, if you travel all alone, we supposed to meet the stranger means we are likely to avoid them. We are likely to avoid the situation because we don't know where are they coming from, who are they. They may cause some problem. Because of the fearness of the strangers, we avoid them. But after reading the story, we will change the opinion. We will have a different kind of thinking of them. That's what the story says. Before going to the story, let us know about the writer. Ruskin Bond is an Indian author of British descent. He was born on 19th May 1934. He studied in Bishop Cotton School, Simla. He wrote his first novel when he was 17 years old. The name of the novel is The Room on the Roof, which won him John Llewellyn Rice Memorial Prize in the year 1957. Ruskin Bond is an icon among Indian writers because he has written more than 500 short stories, essays, and poems. His role in the growth of children literature of India awarded him with Sahitya Academy Award in the year 1992, Padma Shri 1999, and Padma Bhushan in the year 2014. Here we can see some of his famous short stories. Our trees still grow in Derha, A Flight of Pigeon, The Blue Umbrella, The Day Grandfather Tickled a Tiger, The Night Train at Dioli, etc. Ruskin Bond, an eminent writer, lives with his family in Landur, Missouri, India. Let us see the characters involved in the story. Actually, the story takes place in Ambala railway station. Arun is the main character of the story. A 12-year-old boy studied in a board school. Satish, Arun's schoolmate. The strange woman who is in white sari, wears no jewel. A simple woman with a deep, soft voice who comforted Arun and treated him as a son. The last character of the story, Sati's mother, who is a large, imposing woman with spectacles who irritates Arun by her unwanted, stern behavior and advice. Okay, what is the story? A boy is waiting at the Ambala railway station. There he meets a strange woman. Though she is strange, she doesn't seem danger to Arun. She behaves as his mother. Arun also likes her. She buys him tea, samosa, jalebi at the railway station canteen. After some times, they meet Sadish and his mother. There, Sadish's mother gives him unwanted advice which Arun doesn't like. When they board on the right train, both Arun and Sadish bade a goodbye to the woman standing on the platform. So, this is what the story we are going to see in detail. Arun is a 12-year-old boy. After leaving his parents from home, he travels by bus, arrives at Ambala at 12 noon. His parents consider him that he can travel all alone. So they believe him. So when he reaches the station, he sits on the platform number 8 at Ambala station because his train is to leave house at midnight. So he continues to watch the changing scene. His train is in late, so he wants to see the scene in and around him. So often he visits a place. Soon he loses his interest in his surroundings, so he feels lonely and bored. Suddenly, Arun hears a soft voice from him from his behind. There, a strange woman has come to approach Arun. She looks pale and dark kind of eyes. She is in white sari, wears no jewel. After a brief interaction between them, she takes Arun to the canteen. So she invites Arun for some refreshment at the station dining room. At first, Arun hesitates to go with her. She takes his hand and leads him away. So Arun doesn't refuse the invitation as he feels it would be too impolite to reject because he doesn't seem like that. He's very kind and her appetite is to be likable. The woman seems to take a pleasure in watching him eat. There, she buys him samosa, tea, jalebi. While eating, he opens up and tells her about school, his friends, his likes and dislikes. But the woman speaks very little and listens to him intently. Instead of speaking to him, she likes to listen to him. So they spend almost half an hour at the canteen. After having the snacks, both Arun and the strange woman start moving from there to the platform. While walking to the platform, the strange woman holds Arun gently and lovingly, which is liked by Arun. There, at the platform, Arun's school fellow, Satish, along with his mother, appears on the platform. Satish's mother asks Arun if the lady is his mother. We know already who is the strange woman. She is not Arun's mother, but as a stranger who approaches him in good manner. So before Arun utters a word that she is not his mother, the strange woman who holds Arun's hand tells that she is his mother. Anyhow, Arun accepts the word uttered by the strange woman. But Sadish's mother behaves that one should be very careful of strangers. She doesn't feel embarrassed. Sadish's mother looks sternly, and she advises Arun and asks him to be careful in absence of his mother and never talk to the strangers. So she gives this bad opinion of the strangers and slightly she likes to threaten him by saying pessimistic words. Arun also irritates her by contradicting her saying this. I like stranger, but Arun like strangers. Sadish also seems to agree with Arun as he grins at him. So from this we come to know both of the boys like strangers and they don't like to listen to the words of Sadish's mother because she irritatingly, unwantedly gives them advice which is not likable to them. So after sometimes the train streams in, Sadish and Arun board it. Sadish's mother and the stranger stand on the platform. When the train starts, Sadish says, "Goodbye, mother." So he says a bit of word towards his mother. They wave each other not to be left behind. Arun also utters the farewell words, "Goodbye, mother." Actually, he utters the word to the strange woman. She is not his mother, but he says this word to the strange woman as he considers her his mother. He continues to gaze at the woman until she disappears in the crowd. So, dear students, from this story we come to know the strangers doesn't seem danger to Arun. Moreover, she gives her full love and kindness towards the little boy. He also accepts her as his mother, but she doesn't like the mother of Sadish as she behaves rudely, unwantedly giving him the advices. So the moral of the story is kind is seen the best in the others when they cannot see it in themselves. Being kind without expectation is the truest kind of kindness. I hope you have understood the story. Here we are going to see new terms used in the story. Inferno of heaving, which means hell of crowd. Dismally, in a gloomy, depressed or cheerless manner. Encounter, unexpected meeting. To thaw, which means to melt. Obvious pleasure, the feeling of happiness, satisfaction. Cemented, established or connected. Shunting, pushing or pulling. Leaped off, jumped down. Clutched, gripped or grasped tightly. Imposing, impressive in appearance. Embarrassed, ashamed or awkward. Nuisance, inconvenience. Instinctive, which means natural. Sternly, strictly. Staggered, walked or moved unsteadily. Contradicted, opposed. Wagging, swigging or shaking. Resentful, irritated. Grinning, smiling broadly. Hustling, push or jostle. Squatting, which means sitting. Shrieked, screamed or screeched. Moved, moved. Patronizing, apparently kind, supporting. Jolted, which means move with sudden jerk. Okay, students, after the video session, try to go through the textbook and understand the concept of the story and write down the new terms from the story and do memorize all the vocabularies. Thank you for watching the video.